Hi, I'm Ryan Sivyer from the Walker Real Estate Group. Been in the real estate industry for 20 years. I saw a TV program years ago where an agent would show a couple, 3 houses and just tell them to pick. And I said, no way, I can do much better customer service than that. The next day, I looked into it and started the process. I grew up in Ottawa. I live in Ottawa. I've never lived anywhere else. I've never been to the East Coast. I've never been to the West Coast. If I vacation, it's within 2 hours of Ottawa. I am an Ottawa boy. I love it here. I love everything about this city. I have seen different markets, good markets, bad markets, high markets, low markets. The only thing that doesn't change is the people, the city, and the heart and the customer service that you give to people. That doesn't change. It shouldn't change. One of my favorite lines is, please don't buy this house. If I can see something really wrong with the property, I will tell them, please don't buy this house. If the inspection doesn't go well, if the financing doesn't look like they can or should afford it, let's just pull the plug and wait. There's always a right time to buy, but you can't change when you purchase or sell at the wrong time. You only get to do that once. I would rather do more work and sell the property well with good customer service, or work longer and help them find the right property than rush through it just for a transaction. This isn't a transaction game for me. This is a people building culture business for me. You know, everybody has gone through this. I've gone through it several times in good markets and bad markets. You just have to be compassionate. This might be their first house that they're buying or their last house that they're selling. Find common ground, and we all have it. You just got to find it and be passionate about it. Outside of work, I am a busy dad. My kids are in sports. I'm a ringette dad and a basketball dad, all across the city for tournaments and games and meeting new people. And you meet other dads and moms and families, and you just realize that you all have the same thing in common. You're doing the same thing every weekend, and it's great. It's camaraderie. Other than that, I have a large dog that I take care of. And I've known this group for many, many years and always had great respect for them. So when it came for the new chapter in my life, there was only one phone call I was going to make, and it was to Jeff Walker. And being part of this team, everybody has welcomed me and everybody's friendly. We all have the same end goal results, which is customer service, being part of the team, taking care of the city as best we can. My biggest dream would probably be have a cottage within driving distance of the city where I can go but still work. You know, you never want to be too far. Ottawa has a rich history that people might not know because we are an evolving, changing city. We're not as big as other cities in the province, but we are growing, and what I like about it is we're not tearing down our history to build up homes and condos, and we're building around them and protecting them, and we're leaving parks and specific trees that are hundreds and hundreds of years old, and there is a lot to know about the city. Recommend the Haunted Walks of Ottawa. There is a pub crawl walk of Ottawa. You can see where the last public hanging in Canada took place. You can see the spot where John Lennon gave a speech at Ottawa U. So there's a lot going on in the city that is right at people's fingertips that more people should take advantage of. When clients come from out of town and they're not sure which end of the city to buy in, Orleans, Canada, Stittsville, Blackburn, Hamlet, it's nice to take them around, show them everything. Start in the middle, work your way out, and then they get a good feel for it. You know, you tell them the positives and negatives of each. It all depends on what works for them, and you gotta listen to see what works for them and then help them as best you can to start their new life here in Ottawa. One of my first transactions, I met somebody at an open house, and they were from England. They were here for a week visiting family, and they decided they wanted to buy. So 18 years ago, before all the electronics and all the iPhones and the FaceTime, I took pictures, scanned them in, and sent him pictures, and he bought a house from England, house unseen. And they are still there to this day. That makes me very proud that I helped them buy a house, and 18 years later, they're still in the same house. The first thing, be excited. It is a fun process. Ottawa is always changing. We're growing out and up, which is nice. So you have options. You can buy outside of downtown and have a little more space, or you live downtown. Ottawa is a changing market, but we are lucky in that. Real estate hasn't done giant highs and lows. Our highs and lows, you feel them, but they're more of a wave as opposed to giant spikes. And I would encourage people to purchase and to sell and to move and to keep their real estate dreams alive or build their portfolio. Again, long-term success. And I love helping people who've been in their home for 50, 60 years. You can see the kids' height marks on the wall by the kitchen, and you can just feel the love in the house, and you want to put the right people into that house to continue that. Well, before I got licensed in real estate, I worked behind the scenes at a brokerage to learn the ins and outs, the paperwork side of it, the dealing with people, the business side of it. So I did that for 2 years while getting my license for real estate, and then jumped right into it. I want my clients, sellers and buyers, to call me in 6 months because they had a great customer service, a great experience selling, and they love the house that they're in. Real estate isn't just about transactions. It's about people.